You've heard the nursery rhyme, three blind mice, see how they boat. Boating at night is dangerous. Stick around for a few tips on how to do it better. Hi, I'm Sean from Cove Lessons in Boating, and there's absolutely no question that the most dangerous time to boat is at night. And there's luckily a lot of times when you don't have to do that. As a pleasure boater, you probably are only out when the weather's great and when it's during the day and you're out day boating and enjoying time with friends and family. However, there are some times that you get stuck, you are in a situation where you are away from where you expected to be and have to boat home at night. But more commonly, if you need to boat at night, if you have an island cottage or you need to get somewhere in the evening, it can be a really scary and dangerous situation. So on today's video, we're going to talk about a few tips and how to be more safe on the water at night. So growing up on the lake since I was a small child and eventually having to drive at night because we had an island cottage, I was exposed to night boating from a very young age. The first thing you have to know about night boating is that unlike your car, which in your car, it's all about the abundance of light. You have low beams and high beams and fog light, and you are trying to illuminate the road ahead of you so you don't hit a deer or another car and so that other vehicles can see you. And you want to have nice bright lights when you're driving your car at night. The opposite is true with a boat. In your boat, you use at night primarily navigation lights, but the irony there is that those navigation lights aren't for you, they're for other boaters. At night, other boaters will be able to see your white anchor or mast light and your red and green navigation lights. And the purpose there is so that they can determine what direction you're boating. When they can see only the anchor light, they know you are driving away from them. When they can see the red light or the green light and the anchor light, they'll know which direction you are driving. Are you driving to the right or to the left and across their path or away from their path? So when you boat at night, you want to be visible to the other boater, but you don't necessarily want to have much light other than that on board the boat. In fact, boating at night, the easiest way to do it and the safest way to do it is a complete absence of light. And some people try boating at night with docking lights. You get a glare back from the water that basically blinds you. The other thing that can blind you is dash lights. And some good boats will have a dimmer switch where you can turn the dash lights from the gauge, from the GPS unit, from all of those right down. And that helps you be able to see better at night because you don't have any glare. The only way to safely navigate at night are to either A, have great navigation software, where when you're in unfamiliar waters, you can see where you are on the lake or river or ocean in reference to islands and shoals and the shoreline and other obstacles. And even better if you're tied into a radar system that will show you if there are any other boats out on the water. The other way is to know that body of water extremely well. If you've been out on that all day long for many years, you will start to recognize the shapes of inlets and points and islands and buildings that are on the lake or the waterway. Once your eyes adjust to the dark, you're going to be able to see those shapes and you will know that you go to the left side of that island, but you are going to need to know tree lines and other kinds of shapes at night, and it makes it really tricky. So the best advice that we can give you is don't boat at night, and if you do boat at night, know the water really well so that you can recognize shapes. And if you can, have the backup of a good GPS and or radar system to help you. When you are boating at night, you want to sit up high so that you can see the darkness of the water and the red and green light in the navigation illuminate obstacles if they come up quickly. So you're definitely going to want to reduce your speed from your daytime travel, and you're going to want to be very attentive to what you're seeing out in front of the boat, because there could be boats without lights, there could be animals in the water, there could be floating debris in the water. So keep your eye out, and absolutely the best other advice we can give you is make sure you're not drinking. When you boat at night and you're impaired by alcohol or other substances, it is going to be very hard for you to make smart decisions. If you happen to be out at night and there's a full moon or some stars, it will help because it will light up the surrounding areas just enough to see more shapes and more shadows. When there is no moonlight and there are no stars, it makes the tough job just a bit tougher. one other thing to caution you on is overconfidence. Sometimes people have been on a body of water their entire life, so they think they know it like the back of their hand, and they do. However, you will get into trouble really quickly if you don't pay very close attention. If you want to know more about good boating safety and how to equip your boat, check out this video here where we go over all the things you need to have on board the boat for an enjoyable and safe day on the water. Thank you very much for joining us on today's Lions Cove Lessons in Boating, and we'll see you out on the water.